Another interesting topic for biodiversity studies is field mice, and this provides super starting points for ethics-led action learning towards more sustainable lifestyles. Around the question, how do we support the diversity of field mice that are particularly disappearing in the grasslands? Again, starting points in a story. John told the class how his father has said that as natural grasslands of the Midlands were replaced by cattle pastures and croplands, then field mice became locally extinct. Owl populations also declined, and now Norwegian rats are a pest in the area. The use of poisons has made the problem worse, as domestic cats and dogs were killing rats that had been poisoned, and they would get sick, and many cats were dying, depending on the type of poison that was used. So mice and grassland biodiversity provides very useful studies to look at interactions, say, for instance, between owls and rats, the emergence of the Norwegian rat as a feature now. We can find out more about that and begin to work out solutions in terms of traps that you can capture and release into the wild, these animals, and then try and work out some of these testy problems together. It's such a super topic for touching the past of our memories and feeling the future, flying on the wings of our imaginative work. So why does the striped field mouse need grasslands? The striped mouse occurs across southern Africa in a wide range of grassland habitats. They eat mainly seeds from the wild grasses as well as certain forbs growing in between the grasslands, underground bulbous roots and insects. They are able to survive without water as long as their food has 15% water in it. Striped mice are in turn the main prey for snakes, caracals, servals, jackals, and several wild birds of prey, particularly mice, particularly owls. And striped mice are active in dawn and in the early dusk. They're crepuscular, and the owls awake at this time, and they may also eat the white-striped field mice that come running around. And we have an owl in our house, and we watch it go out and feed, and we also collect the owl pellets. But historically, the Zulus did not keep cats, as wild cats were a threat to their chickens. Dog would hunt rats, but seldom eat them, like many cats do. The problem of rat control is a complex mystery of who eats what to keep the system in balance. The problem of habitat change, declining indigenous species, and increase in exotic species of rodents has made it worse, like the Norwegian rat, by the introduction of poisons then to kill these big rats. The poison kill both rats and other species like raptors and help control rat and mice populations. So if we look at an ecosystem, you can see that there are many interesting dependencies in these simple ecosystems that are here, and some materials are available for you to explore these. And some of the patterns of interdependence are the striped mouse is dependent on wild seeds for food. Small cats depend on striped mice for food, like the little genet. Mole rats live underground and feed on fleshy the roots of plants. They were eating my leeks this morning. And moles feed on insects and earthworms living in the soil. So all of these interdependencies can be explored to understand biodiversity, and this is one of my most interesting topics in relation to biodiversity, because it opens up so many issues that the students will be interested in and can explore at a local level together. And here's a resource that we produced on rodents that you can adapt to your needs.